Hi, friends. It's Pastor Harley from the Broadway Church, and again, reading from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament. Here is Solomon talking, and he says in verse 16, first chapter, he says, I said in my heart, I have acquired great wisdom, surpassing all who were over Jerusalem before me, and my heart has had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I applied my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is but a striving after the wind. Now, one of the favorite phrases in Ecclesiastes is vanity of vanities, all is vanity, or that all this that you might do is as much as striving after the wind. I like wind as much as the next person. In fact, I like a good roaring wind to see how things get stirred up and what might get blown around. But if you try to grab after it, to run after it, it's a pointless task. The wind is always ahead of you. The wind cannot be caught. And so Solomon had this to say. He says, I was rich and I was wise, and I found all that wisdom could tell me, and I also found everything that madness and folly. Now, you're looking at Solomon and know that by the time you read that, you're saying, well, he's either speaking kind of as if he might have, or he did indeed. And it's as much to kind of say, well, you knew all that was good, and you decided to say, well, maybe there's some significance in the bad, or in the absurd, or in what we call madness, or what we call great foolishness. What happens if I indulge myself in that? You can see that all the time, through the 60s and 70s, great musical artists who seem to have something really to say, well, I'm going to look into psychedelic drugs and find out what is there. And you found out that they discovered nothing terribly significant. They had nothing else to say. We can not only pursue wisdom, but we can pursue madness and folly and make it the point of our life. The point is not to do that. Solomon tells us that it's like striving after the wind. And on the face of it also, God has an order to life. God calls us to an ordered life. And when we step away from that, we'll discover that that is wrong. So I guess I am telling you, pursue wisdom, pursue love, pursue the right way of living, and we will find that God is faithful. Amen.